Good morning, class. So, normally I'd be sitting here talking about Cardfight Vanguard. But as some of you may have seen on Twitter, on the YouTube community tab, and also by the thumbnail at this point, we're not here for Vanguard today. We are here for Shadowverse. So, I've decided to pick up into Shadowverse, and today we're just going to do a basic deck box opening, see what we get in our little starter deck, and see where it goes. So if you give me 2 seconds, we shall move over to the webcam. There we go. And as you can see, we've also got a nice little bonus 2 packs of Advent of Genesis. Now the reason for this is because obviously where I ordered from in Zatu Games do a 3% off if you buy 3 items. So I bought this to get this a bit cheaper. So we're going to pop these out the way for now. We're going to open these after we've gone through our trial deck. So as you can see, you've got a nice, very sturdy deck box, which is not deck box, box itself. Scan that bit there for taking you to the Shadowverse Vault website, which is really nice. We've got our card list on the back here. The third column, which is really nice, shows a tick next to all the exclusive cards. But all the exclusive cards are, if I can zoom in close enough, can't make it out, all the exclusives are 3-ofs, so you only ever need to buy 1 of these. All the ones that are 2-ofs and 1-ofs also come within the Advent of Genesis packs. So you only ever need 1 trial deck. They're averaging about £20 in the UK, so not bad price for getting a full deck out the get-go. So that's everything covered. Now, those that watched Orange's video, you'll know she was a heathen and went in through the bottom. So we're not going to do that. We're actually going to be nice and take the little bits of tape gently off the sides. So we can be nice and cause I actually quite like the box and wouldn't mind keeping it. So take the tape off, like so, and it pops up ever so gently. You can get the nice little sound effects from that as well. Slide out. Oh, it's a nice big chunk of plastic. We'll pop our box on the floor for now. So in the back here, we have got multiple different things. So let's have a quick look through this first. First up, we've got little power counters. So obviously you can gain +1 power, +3 power, +1 shield, +3 shield, -3 shield, -1 shields. Got some more -1s. You've got Assail, Ward, Intimidate, Bane, Drain, and Aura. These are all specific terms for Shadowverse, and cards themselves will actually have it. These actually are the same on both sides, so it doesn't make a difference which one you have. But then at the top, here's where the slight error came in. These should have been able to pop out the middles, so you can see the number of your play points through it. Doesn't work. But you can still have, they've got 2 different colours, so obviously your total play points are green, and your current play points are blue on the actual playmats. So you just have to pay attention to where they are on the board and count up from there. Talking of playmat, that is our next thing in our box. So as you can see, blue for total, green for... I got it the wrong way around colour-wise. Oh well. We're going to open it up further. So you see you've got our cemetery, our deck. We've got our leader zone at the top. We've got the EX area, the field. And we've got our Evolved deck slot and our Banish pile. So nice little nifty paper playmat. Next thing up is we've got a quick manual. So this is for how to play the game situation. So nice and simple, really well explained. And on the other side we've got more explanations. So really good. It properly explains the rules so you know how to play. Oops. As I knock the camera slightly as I'm trying to get it out of the way because it's getting in my way. And then the last thing in that little pack, which I actually quite like, is a little nifty thing, is, I'm going to bring it up close to the camera, it's a little life point tracker. It goes all the way from 0 to 30 on a little spin round. So really nice. And it actually shows red for the first... Oh, it's for the... Oh, it's for when you go below 20. So if, the moment you take damage, it becomes a little red number, which is really nice. But that's not what we're here. We're not here to look through the fancy bonus bits. We're here for one reason, and one reason alone. And that's this, the actual trial deck. So as you can see from the side, which I found out before getting this, because my amusing part is, my singles I ordered from Big Orbit came first before this, so I saw the tokens first. And the tokens are really thick. What I'll do is, because I've got a better photo on the Cocos and Mimis, I'll pop it up on the screen now so you can actually see the thickness of it. But we'll slide this off for a nice sound effect again. Might not have heard that one, that was a bit too quiet. But we'll cover the back cards first, because this is the more important. This is the least important stuff that we're now going to show quickly. So we've got our 3 evolution points. They are misprinted having no name, but I honestly like them without it. But if you go second, you get 3 evolution points. So you use these to activate your evolve costs. So really nice that they're the thicker material as well. Not as thick as actually, they're not so thick actually. These are the normal card thickness. Okay, interesting. Then obviously we've got our leader card, who is the extra thickness, and it's got the white backs instead of the black backs. So really interesting. And for our leader, we have the beautiful Luna, with her little toy and her ghost parents behind her. So that goes into that pile. Then we've got our tokens. We have 5 ghost tokens, and we have 5 forest back tokens. So Abysscraft does have cards that summon these tokens to the board, so you do need multiples of them because you can have them summon multiple copies of the cards. And when tokens do leave the board, they do actually go removed from game, as if it was like with Yu-Gi-Oh, for example, where it's just they're sent off the field. They don't exist in the drop zone. Let's look through the cards first. So our first card is the exclusive boss of the deck in the Queen Vampire. So really nice card. Then we've got 3 I'm going to lay these out across here because we can, so we can see everything laid out. So we've got 3 copies of our gold rare in Alucard. So as you can see, the difference between the legendary, because obviously Queen Vampires are legendary, is the fact you actually get the gold around the text box, the actual text box. Let's bring it one back up just for easiness sake to show you. So as you can see, you've got the gold around here, the text is foil, but you get a bit more of a foil pattern I can notice on the actual legendary itself. So really interesting. So we'll pop our 3 alley cards down next to her. Then we've got Playful Necromancer, who has got the evolved form, which we shall get to in a little bit. Then we've got our 3 copies of Midnight Vampire. So this is one of the ones that summons the Forest Bats. But she also gives the ability for Forest Bats to have the Drain ability, which turns around and says, when you deal damage to your opponent, you gain that life back. So if you deal 5 damage to your opponent's leader, you then gain 5 defense to your leader. Then we've got Light Horde, another Forest Bat summoner. But this one damages the opponent for every Forest Bat you have, so can make some really fun combos with the actual vampire theme in the deck. Then we've got 2 copies of Spectre. Spectre's one of the ones from the actual main set, along with our Spotto Sergeant, which is also a card from the main set as well. We then have 2 Undead Kings, same situation. Then 3 Lesser Mummies, who's got another evolve as well. This is also a Necrocharge card, which is a different mechanic. Necrocharge works around the number of cards within your drop zone. So, a bit of Grand Blue style for those that play at the Vanguard. So, number of cards in your drop zone, this gains certain skills for Necrocharge, which is really good to have. Then we've got 3 copies of Lilith, which is another Forest Bat summoner, but she's really cute and a vampire. So, prove that card. She's also got an evolve form as well, which we'll get to in a bit. We've then got 2 of the quick play spell. So we do have spells in Shadowverse, which is really nice. And this one works likely similar to a quick play spell in Yu-Gi-Oh! Of you can activate it during an opponent's turn. You just don't have to set it anywhere. So really nice to have. So simple. Another example would be like a Blitz order in Vanguard. But the timings for quick in Shadowverse is either during an attack or at the end of the opponent's turn. So you can actually, when they go, oh, I'm my turn, you then do this to use up your play points before going into your turn and they reset. Next up is 3 copies of another quick in Undying Resentment, which is a really good card for the deck. I really like it and can't wait to put it into my main deck. Then we've got 3 copies of the Summon Bloodkin, which is another Forest Bat Summoner, for low cost as well, which is really good. So if you want to do an aggro bat deck, this is a really good card to pick up. Then we've gone on to the Nationless cards, because we do have a 7th nation, which is literally the vanilla cards that you can put into any nation. Any craft, sorry, not nation. Nation's Vanguard. But these are similar to the Cray Elementals from Vanguard, where you can put them into any deck. So we got 2 fighters. And we got 2 Goliaths. And we got 1 Angelic Sword Maiden. So all of these are also main set as well, so you don't have to worry too much about them. But then we get to our evolved cards. You can tell these are evolved, because right at the top of the card it says evolved. And what happens with the evolved cards is you have to put a card that matches the same name from your evolved deck on top of that card. So we've got our Playful Necromancer, which is our Ghost Summoner for the deck. So a really nice card, because the ghosts actually come in with Storm. So they attack for that turn, but then they do die at the end of the turn. Talking of ghosts, we do have 3 copies of Lesson Mummy, which does the exact same as Playful Necromancer and Summons Ghosts, just less of them. Then we've got 3 copies of Lilith, which really nice and gives health back to your leader. So with some of the Abysscraft stuff, it does actually deal damage to your leader to do stuff. So having Lilith does let you add a bit of extra health back to your leader. And we round out the Evolved deck, which is consistent of 10 cards, with a copy of Goliath. So all in all, really nice pile of cards we get from it. But we'll tidy these up now, so we can actually talk about the packs as well, because we do want to talk about that. I have got another box, I have got an actual full box coming in, which I will be talking a bit more about the actual contents of the box in that video. But now we just want to see what we get. So for those that don't know, you normally get a nice little tear strip for all the Bushiroad stuff. Some people can't do them. Me, I sometimes do it, sometimes don't. But let's see how we go with this first pack. So we've got Onslaught. We've got Alchemist Workshop. Blazing Breath. Lizardman. Elven Princess Mage. Shapeshifting Mage as a gold. Mainu as a bronze. And Magic Sediment as our token. So each pack contains 8 cards. One of them will always be a token. And one will always be a gold or higher. So we're really trying this time to see if we can get legendaries, because I'd like to get legendary from 2 packs. But we'll see how we go. First is Teaching of Creations. Then we've got Dragon Wings. Wardrobe Raider. We got a legendary. We got Ancient Elf. So really nice card to get from our 2 packs. So legendaries, we'll put that to the side. Got Dragon Newt Scholar. We got Bellringer! We got Bellringer Angel! This is the money card! This card is one of the most expensive cards to get from the set at the moment. Only one beating it is Lucifer. So really nice card to pull. And we got Goblin. And then we've round up with Otohime's Bodyguard. So really good pulls from our 2 packs. So yeah. Really nice to see. But that is going to be it for this video. If you haven't done so already, please do like and subscribe. It very much does help the channel. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye bye.